Oh, shit. SKIDS PODCAST. I'm Shane Kopke. I am here, as always, with Tim Gage. Why Lassie?
Little Timmy.
And Kevin McNichols. I don't remember the fucking name of the kid.
Hi, Kevin.
Remember that stupid show with the fucking dolphin?
Yeah, Flipper.
Yeah, Flipper.
Flipper. Flipper. King of the sea.
Ah, dude. I just couldn't. I didn't understand it. I'm like, how many tragedies and stuff are going to happen in the water for you?
You don't remember any episodes of Lassie at all?
No, I not really, because I don't think I really watched it.
Oh, I had to. I mean, as a kid, I shared the same name.
I was more of an Old Yeller friend.
Which was the
person.
episode? So that Lassie, they take her out into the
That's
like
Old
prairie
Yeller.
and shooter. Oh, that's Old Yeller.
That's Old Yeller.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm more of an Old
Old
Yeller.
Yeller, come back,
gotcha.
Yeller. Best doggone dog in the West.
Yeah, except that it got
That's
rabies.
It sure did.
Is that why
Well,
they had to
saved
take
the
it
kid's
out?
life.
And got rabies. That's a stupid fucking
happens.
dog.
So it sacrificed itself for its owner.
Oh,
That's
so
what
it's
a
Jesus
good dog's
now.
supposed to
It's
do.
yes.
It's a martyr. It's a fucking martyr for all
It's
dogs.
the
Yes.
Jesus of dogs.
And this is the playbook of all the people in the Islamic State. They're like, oh, let's just be like Old Yeller.
Well,
We're sacrificing ourselves for our people.
that's what they believe.
It's a dumb belief.
Yeah.
It's people killing people.
Thanks, Tim.
I've determined
I mean, Kevin. You are now our new Kevin.
Stop stealing my thunder.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. That's all it is. Just
What
people killing people.
Why don't you just say what it is again?
You know what? I found out earlier.
Dive deeper
There
into
were some
this.
people there,
Uh-oh.
and those other people didn't like those people.
Wait, we need
And
an
these
insight
people have been
button.
fighting back and forth for eons, generations.
Is that
How
how
long
it
is an
happens?
eon?
It's generations
Because you don't know what an eon
on top
is.
of generations.
I like how I'm just going to make something up because I don't know what eon
And
actually
so
means.
they've been killing
is
each
it?
other. These people
Eons
have been killing
or
other people.
aeons?
They're other.
I guess
people.
I'll look it up.
And fair enough, all of them died.
Well,
I'm going to actually type in my
that
fucking
sounds
passcode.
Fascinating.
That's weird.
Maybe your phone just reset.
No.
Are you really Googling eon right now?
Yep.
Why?
Because I want to know how long that is.
Everybody else does too.
It's
An
a long
indefinite
time.
and very long period of time.
Well,
Well,
so I was
that
right.
narrows it down.
I was correct.
So what about aeons? A-E-O-N-S.
All right.
Because I know that's one about. I think
It
that's.
just comes up flux.
Oh, well, never mind.
No. That's not what it didn't, but I'm just saying.
You know what a shit movie is?
Aeon is a mag.
Yeah.
What?
I watched that one,
Oh, that's a world
the Mad
movie.
Max one. What's her name? Furiosa.
Oh,
I can't finish it.
What
I
the
keep
fuck?
falling asleep. I keep falling asleep. I can't
Yeah.
fucking finish it. I
So-
think I'm like 3 nights in. I still haven't finished the fucking movie.
wow. That doesn't say good things.
All right.
It's not a good movie.
Aeon
Uh huh.
is the exact same fucking definition.
Is it really?
But it's because it's the proper British way to spell it.
Oh.
Eons is like the American way.
Okay.
Well, we make things better.
Yeah, well,
We
that's
simplify
true.
things.
We
We-
go,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what? We don't need that
Fuck
fucking
your
extra
A.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your A and fuck it.
Yep.
That's what we
Plus,
told
I
them.
mean, we don't have an accent anyway. Aeons. It's aeons instead of
Aeons.
No, you're good at that. Keep going.
Aeons. Fuck them.
Look, I mean, we got rid of the British a while ago. So, I mean,
Ain't afraid to do it again.
and then we're like, hey, guess what? Flavor. We're just going to take out that
We don't
stupid
need that
U.
bullshit either. Yeah, I know.
What's the fucking
Yeah.
point of the U?
or like armor with a U. Yeah, that's.
But you think about it. That's why I like the meme where it's like, British, we got rid of the U.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, also demon. They have. It's like spelled differently
like
in there.
Damon?
Damon. Yeah,
Some shit
exactly.
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, they spell things stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But also the English language is also stupid. And it's because we pull words from other languages and just add them.
Yeah, yeah. We just steal shit.
We do that on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
Stole a lot of it from Latin.
No, French. There's a
Oh,
lot
French?
of French.
Oh,
words.
yeah, that's true. Ménage à trois.
Yes.
I mean,
Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
a marriage
Threesome.
of 3?
It's not really.
Yeah. Well,
Men
it's
of 3?
men of three.
Yes, men of 3. It's us.
We're a menage a trois, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? You're going to have to pull
Got
that
to be
one.
illegal somewhere.
You're going to have to pull that one.
All right.
That's perfect.
I'll try.
Well, it won't be hard. It's in the first, 7 minutes? 5 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
means working outside of this goddamn show.
Dude,
That's tough.
sometimes.
Life happens.
Yeah.
Life That's life.
Life. I still don't have it. See, I don't work. I don't do the outside work anymore.
You gave up.
All my sounds are the same as they were last week.
I knew when you built that thing that was it. It was just done.
I've been adding to it here and there and removing some, but yeah, for the most part, I did the whole pedo one recently, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I got to get rid of all the Biden bullshit.
Well, yeah, because
we got to replace it with.
We replaced him with an animatronic version of him.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was watching some news thing, and Jesse Ventura was on there, and
My hero.
oh, he's looking
like
more.
shit.
He's looking like a crusty old Jesse Ventura,
Dude, and he's one of the craziest people out there.
Oh, he is, and he's all like, I want a woman president before I die. I only got like 20 some odd years left. I want a woman president before I die. Do you remember that I was a Navy SEAL?
Dude, right now he literally looks like if you took the Crypt Keeper,
yes,
and then put skin on him.
Yeah, and a hat.
Yes.
There he's out in the Baja.
Yeah.
He goes and lives in the Baja.
We
now.
should have a Jesse Ventura off.
I live in Baja.
It's outside of the States. I can't do him.
No, you had him the first time.
Do you remember that I was a Navy SEAL?
Well, that's the thing. He's never a Navy SEAL.
He's that's the hat he was wearing.
I know,
wearing
but
a Navy SEAL hat.
He was a UDT guy.
Underwater UTI?
Underwater demolition team. It predates the SEALs. So technically he was within the same... Well, kind of, because he was in Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
And the SEALs, I think, were around in Vietnam.
Yeah, well, didn't they call... Weren't there... Okay, there was the Frogmen first.
Yeah.
And then...
No, there was UDT first.
UDT first, and then the Frogmen?
UDT started in World War II.
Oh, okay.
We had underwater demolition teams to try to destroy things in ports and shit like that, bridges, shit like, things that you had to go underwater to do.
Makes sense.
And then later on, the Navy ended up expanding it to make it more of a force to do more shit instead of just waterways.
Expanded their mandate.
Well, yeah, because they're like, okay, waterways, what if they don't have a waterway there? We're not going to swim through the piping.
Right.
Yeah. Like they're not everyone's Andy Dufresne.
Hey, man.
You guys didn't get the Andy
I
Dufresne?
got it.
Friend.
Yeah.
And they crawled through 300 meters of human waste.
No, you know what? Just doing the Morgan Freeman, I know it was a bad one, but just doing the Morgan Freeman voice just reminds me of the poo or the pea that took a poo or some shit like that from South Park.
Yes, I remember that.
The
pea that took a poo.
So the boys all wrote, they wanted them to write a story, so they just wrote one talking about a pea that took a poo. And it's just stupid. It's a ridiculous story.
It doesn't
And
make
it becomes
sense.
a big
I could see a
thing.
poo peeing, but not a pea that poos.
I think it was the pea that took a poo, though.
I think it was.
Yeah.
And it becomes a big thing.
So they ended up, like, the teacher ends up going, who wrote this? And Butters is an idiot. So they're like, oh, it was Butters, because they thought they were getting in trouble. The teacher read it and was like, this is the best thing I've ever read. And then gets it fucking published. And it fucking becomes this monstrous hit. I think it was during the time of like 50 Shades of Grey. So they were kind of doing their spin on that. Like these, viral book hits. Yeah. Great episode. And then Butters writes a second one that's nothing like the first one, but I forget what the fuck that one was
Speaking
called.
of
I don't
pea
think
that
it did
takes
as
a
well.
fucking poo.
I know Kevin does drink a lot of baby
fucking
urine.
You drink his urine a lot.
Yeah,
What can
why?
I say?
Success,
It's called
bud.
urine therapy.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to go in your eyes, Kevin.
Yeah.
Your
I know.
eyes. Do you not remember the eyes?
Yeah.
Remember your eyes.
I
What
remember.
was that? There was some about putting piss in their
Yes,
eyes.
it was.
So it was a
They were
viral.
getting infections and shit
It
like
was
that.
a viral post from this chick, and like there was this
I remember
Well,
that.
no.
rumorish thing going around that people were using urine therapy
well,
to
no,
do
and
stuff.
there are people that
I know,
actually are.
I know, but it got blown out of
Yeah.
proportion.
Well, okay.
like it made it seem like it was a new thing that everyone was doing.
Okay. Well, where I heard about it was there was a show called My Strange Addiction, and there was a woman that was doing it, and she literally was putting it in her eyes and bathing in her and drinking it, bathing in it, putting it in her eyeballs, like in her ears and shit. It was
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
disgusting.
Yeah, well, there ended up becoming a meme that came out of it. This chick ends up posting on, I think, Reddit or something like that. She
might have
posted on Reddit, and she's like, I've been doing this urine in the eye thing for like 3 days, and now I've got all this pus coming out of my eyes. What should I do? And then
yeah, that's what I remember seeing.
One of the people just goes, you need to put more urine in there. It's getting the toxins
Yeah,
out.
it's the toxins coming out of your
It's
eyes.
like,
it's doing its job.
It's nothing to do with the piss in your eyes.
And that's the thing with
But
all
people
these-
are stupid.
Yeah, all this stupid snake oil bullshit that the people that are into it are always saying, oh, the pain means you're healing.
Yeah, it's going to hurt if it's going to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking stupid.
it's true. I can't heal my broken arm if it's not broken first.
Yeah,
Tim.
you have to break
Yeah,
it
if
further
you
for it to
can't
heal.
No,
it, it's
no.
not going to heal.
Kevin, you didn't hear me. I can't break my or fix my broken arm if I don't break it
That's
first.
true. That's true. That's very true.
So you have
Absolutely.
to. It's a circular problem.
Yeah.
That's
It just- it keeps
basically the
repeating
pharma
itself.
companies in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in many ways.
kind of. I mean,
They make us sick so they can give us pills to make us
no,
better.
no.
And those
no.
pills cause
It's a
new
different-
problems.
It's a different industry that makes us sick. It's the industry that has to go also through the FDA, and that would be the food part of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because
true.
they work hand in hand.
Yes.
But yeah, so the pharmaceutical company, they give you
Farm
medicine to fix the problem
hospital.
that gives
Yeah.
you new problems, and you
sugars
have to
from
get
the-
medicine to fix those problems, and
Well,
on
and
and on and on.
And most of the medicines now are just off-label.
Yeah.
Like whatever they were labeled. I mean, look, like Viagra was initially supposed to be for heart attack victims. That's what it was for.
Wow.
And then they realized, oh shit, this monkey or whatever we just gave it to is
Just got
fucking
a raging boner.
It's just not going down.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's
Holy
going,
shit.
It's been 4 hours. And
I
it's
think-
still fucking.
I think we
still
fixed it.
standing.
Oh no!
Somebody call a doctor.
Right at 4 hours, it went down. We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what. That's how. it
So
went down.
yeah, that's how Viagra got, because it's completely an off-label thing now. Like that's now what the label is, right? It never was supposed to be for that. It was supposed to be for. I can't remember if it was blood pressure or heart attack,
Huh.
but it was one of the two. And because it did that, they were like, "Well, fuck it.
Well.
We could easily sell it." And guys want to still fuck,
Yeah.
you know.
Let's do it this way.
So, yeah,
fellas.
it
We'll
makes
make tons
sense.
of money. Yeah.
And they have made tons of money off
Oh,
of that.
absolutely. I'm sure they
There's
have.
tons of other things that are done off-label. Like I think some of the psychotropic drugs, the ones that are used for like not ADHD, the
ketamine
no, like
killed. What's his name?
like depression, stuff like that.
Oh,
like a lot of those
like
drugs are
the-
actually
Is
off-label
it
too.
like the SSRIs?
Some of the SSRIs, I believe, are actually off-label. They're not. That wasn't their initial intent. They were making a
Right.
drug for something else, and it just so happens that it helps with this. However, on a lot of those, it's so dumb. It goes, may increase thoughts of suicide. And you're like,
Yeah.
isn't that what this is
That's
supposed
what
to
I'm
stop?
taking them for.
Yeah, a lot of them are like that. That's
Yes.
That's one of the black
'cause-
box warnings.
It's because you feel good enough to do it finally.
Yeah,
Because you felt so down
and
before
if you stop
couldn't
taking
do
it, it makes the feeling worse.
Yeah.
The desire for suicide.
Well, that's
even
one of the
worse.
reasons why I would like to know what that fucking the Trump shooter.
Might have been on.
Well,
Yeah.
they haven't released any sort of medical
No
anything on it.
toxicology
No
reports.
toxicology. Usually they do that on any like shooter
For sure.
anywhere.
Yeah.
The other thing that was really weird is Congress wanted to fucking go and examine the body and all that shit. They sent it away before anybody got to look at it.
Oh, what a
course.
and then
surprise.
fucking sent it to an incinerator.
Of course they did. You know, also, like just everything about that made no fucking sense.
Whoops.
Everything
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, oopsie daisies.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he had all of our paperwork with him too.
Oh no!
How did that happen?
That son of a bitch.
Ah man, he got us again.
Oh god damn it, Bob! What did you do? Fire Bob! Someone's got to take the fall for this shit.
But they really didn't. So the guy, like the guy that was supposed to run the investigation, was also the guy that they put in charge of the fucking whole thing. Although I might be conflating two
So he's
things.
policing himself.
I
Yeah.
might actually be conflating the Ronald Reagan shooting. 'Cause I think it was the Ronald Reagan
okay,
shooting where
okay.
they ended up having the lead person at Secret Service step down, and then they put the guy that was in charge of the operation in charge of the investigation. It's like, what? How does that fucking work?
Well, it's that whole thing, the FBI. It's like the FBI
No, we'll police
investigated
ourselves.
itself,
Yeah.
and they found no wrongdoing.
Yeah,
you know?
weird.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like, what a surprise.
I mean, that's really like Banana Republic
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Well, the Pentagon does that shit all the time. They do internal investigations, and nobody was found at fault. Oh, well, of course.
Yeah, I know. And then they lost, like, what was it, $2 billion, and then 9/11.
Oh, yeah. This happens all the time with them. They have money that just
Look,
vanishes.
I don't, and I'm going to say, I don't believe that 9/11 was a fucking inside job from the U.S., but there's a lot of things that still fucking stand out where you're like, I get why other people do.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And
I get why people are into conspiracy theories.
But speaking of which, I heard something recently about Epstein. He's not really dead.
Yeah, that's
I've heard
that's been
that
going
one.
around
Yeah.
for a while. Neither is Elvis.
I never even
stupid.
thought of that. It's like, you know
Same
what?
with Tupac. He's
that's
still alive,
brilliant.
too.
He had the money.
Kurt Cobain.
He probably could have just disappeared himself. No problem at all.
I mean, not likely from jail.
I don't know.
Yeah,
about
from
that.
jail.
Um,
He had so much dirt on so many people.
Well, no, that's true. But it's a lot easier
All right,
if
we'll
he's
get
dead.
you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll just stage a death and call it good.
No, it's a lot easier even if he has shit on us. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like,
True. I'm not denying that whatsoever. But I'm sure he had plenty of people on his side as well.
I mean,
what,
it's
Mossad?
sure.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it could have been anybody. But I'm saying it's much easier to stage his
Well,
death. And
I remember after it happened, like people, there was those photos of him being carted out on the gurney.
Why is that on?
And people were looking
That
at the
one.
pictures,
That's right.
and they were comparing. Well, and they were comparing the pictures of him to when he was alive, and they're like, "Oh, look, his ear is slightly slouched."
too dark.
Is that too dark?
Yeah, it looked better.
Oh, my God. My bad.
It looked better that way, dude.
But anyway, they're saying like, "Oh, his ear is slightly slouched lower than it was when he was alive." It's like, well, yeah, because the body goes through changes after death. It goes through rigor mortis.
elasticity,
Things change.
What
you
if
know?
it doesn't?
Well,
How many
then-
times have you died, stupid?
I'm not just talking about me.
Dummy.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've died yet, but
Okay, dummy.
and even if I had died, how would I know how my things changed?
Look, we need to get Mr. Glue Eyes on the show
He
so we
can
can
die right
ask
here?
him. No, so we can ask him because he's died like 5 times.
But was he looking in the mirror at himself when he died?
You don't have to.
You're having an out-of-body experience, correct? You're above yourself.
Possibly.
Well, or below.
I mean, we've
Or
all
below,
we've
Tim.
all seen that one movie with
As above, so
Tom
below.
Cruise and Nicole Kidman,
No.
Far and Away.
Okay, I was thinking Eyes Wide Shut.
I was
but-
thinking Eyes Wide Shut as well.
No, Far and
And
Away.
I've
when
still
he dies
never
at
seen
the
either
end.
one of those.
Oh, I've seen
kid,
Eyes
you
Wide
gotta see
Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. That's a
I
fucking
haven't seen
awesome
Far
movie.
and
Which
Away.
one did I see? The one where at the end of the movie he ends up like fucking figuring everything out. No, he's in
Jesus
God
Christ!
damn it.
I need to get a fucking
No.
alarm for that.
what?
Your train of thought, man.
No, it has to do with Tom Cruise.
I know.
The
but
movie
your
where
tangent thing is fucking
it's not
nuts.
a tangent when it's fucking directly related to Tom
Well,
Cruise.
it's ADHD is what it is.
You're
So-
retarded.
Anyway,
Anyway, the
we're-
movie I was thinking of, he fucking he ends up dying in real life, but then goes into this like fucking dream world.
Oh,
What the
wait.
fuck is the name of that one?
I think it was Vanilla Sky.
There we go,
Yeah,
Vanilla Sky.
I remember that one. Like him and Cameron Diaz go off like a
Yes.
fucking in a car and they crash.
I've only seen it once,
He's
and
like
it was
wearing
recently.
that mask and shit
Yeah,
after the
because he got so fucked up in it.
yeah.
And
It was a trippy movie.
It was a weird fucking movie,
Yeah.
but there's 2 different endings to it.
Oh, I know
So-
there's 2.
Yeah, they have the
Okay.
full other ending on YouTube, and so I watched that first
Mm-hmm.
before I even watched the movie, and I was like, "Wow, that's interesting. I wonder how it actually ends." You know, so
Yeah.
I watched the whole movie, and I was like, "Wow, that is so different."
Yeah.
So
That's
different.
I never saw the second one.
It doesn't end like that.
That's how it ends.
That's how Curb Your Enthusiasm ends.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a great fucking show.
No, it ends with him getting out of jail because fucking
Penelope Cruz.
Seinfeld gets him out.
Yeah.
It's basically the opposite ending of the actual Seinfeld show. Spoiler alert.
Wait, how? What?
What?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It
I
ends
never
with that?
did. Yeah, because Seinfeld, they all got arrested.
When did that
Yeah.
end? Wait, I thought it's still going on.
No, it ended this season.
So he gets out of.
season.
I didn't even know he went to jail.
So he
I
goes
need to
to
fucking
jail.
watch that.
Yeah, so he
God
goes to
damn it.
jail.
But now I don't have to watch it.
Well, it's still good to watch.
No, it's
but,
it's a show that you could know what happens in
Yeah.
the show, and it's still good.
Yeah. But basically, it's the opposite ending of Seinfeld because he always said, I should have ended it with them getting out of jail. Instead,
Yeah, didn't they go to jail for the dummest fucking reason?
Yeah,
they watched a murder
and
or
he
something
goes
like
to
that.
jail for a
Yeah.
stupid ass reason in this too. But this time, Jerry Seinfeld comes and bails him out right at the end.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're, like, and they're both like, we should have ended it this way, huh?
I mean,
he's like,
literally,
yeah, we
Jerry
should've."
should do that in this
Yeah.
because Jerry would not be where he is without him.
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, what's his name?
Huh?
Larry David.
Larry
Yeah.
David. That's right.
Larry David is hilarious.
He's a
Oh,
very
he's
funny
awesome,
person.
man.
I don't
And
know
I
how
hated
it's-
his guts for the longest time until I saw that movie he did.
Oh, the fuck! What is the name of that movie?
I don't know.
He did a movie about
You can look it up real quick.
It was the Howard Carr.
Yeah.
And he was like
and fucking what's his name's in it? John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm did great in that one.
It's a cool movie. And it's basically
Whatever Works.
It's not Whatever Works.
No, just look up the
Larry
IMDb.
David movies. That's good. Clear History. That's the one.
There we go. Clear History.
That was a great movie.
I don't know why you keep looking up there.
That's why I was able to appreciate
Kevin, just
his
go to the
work.
IMDb page. Jesus fucking Christ.
We don't need to pull it up.
Well, I was trying to find the.
There's Clear History.
Yeah,
Clear History.
Really
It's on. It's an HBO movie.
She blew Chicago.
That
was a funny fucking line.
It's a fucking.
I never saw this.
It's a cool. It's actually a really cool movie. They made the whole premise is
star-studded.
He worked with the guy that they were designing a car, and then he takes a buyout, like a 5,000 or 20,000. He doesn't believe. Yeah, he believes it's going to do nothing, and then like 5 years later, it's everywhere.
Oh shit!
And so
is John Hamm the guy that buys him out?
Yeah, okay. They were working together, and he
didn't even take a buyout, dude. He just fucking.
I think he took a buyout.
No, he said I'm done, and he called him an idiot, and it was this huge thing. Like he basically didn't even take a buyout. He said this is fucking ridiculous,
and that's why he grew his fucking hair out and all that shit to try to fucking.
But then he changed his look completely,
look.
So he wouldn't be recognized because he was basically known as the world's biggest fool.
Yeah. The dumbest guy in history.
Oh man, it's got a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. It's got Michael Keaton in it. Does a fucking awesome role.
Yeah, it's a funny movie.
Really good stuff.
There's fucking Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride's
Bill
great.
Hader,
Everything.
John Hamm, Kate Hudson, Michael Keaton, Ava Mendes. Holy shit! Yeah, there's a lot.
He likes using JB Smoove a lot.
JB Smoove.
He's awesome, man.
They're good.
And he's in Curb Your Enthusiasm as Leon.
Well, and I remember Super Dave used to be in that show all the time too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was there until he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Funkhauser.
Yes. I always liked
we're
Super
done with
Dave
whatever that fucking is.
when I was a kid. I fucking watched that shit every time it came on.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh shit! It's basically the Evel Knievel I want.
Absolutely.
The one that's fun.
They were
Super
hilarious.
Dave was awesome.
The balloon ball episode was fucking great.
Fuck,
he had some guy
the basketball hoop stuff.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. And his fucking sidekick that barely spoke English.
Dude, he was great. Like, his comedy was so funny because he was, like, so dry. And
it was super slapsticky.
Yeah.
But paced slow.
Yeah.
Like you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, because of his dry humor, it was... Because he was the straight guy in it, And I think technically his sidekick was almost the straight guy. More the slapsticky kind of side quest type thing. But the comedy was just the action. That was it. That was the whole comedy. Like, I remember one time he was sitting on one of those double-decker buses in a chair, and then they went in a tunnel. Mm-hmm. And he's still on top. The tunnel is just big enough for a fucking double-decker bus. He just gets fucking torn right off the top. I mean, it's just... It was all stupid shit that makes, young kids laugh.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Well, and then...
Oh, shit. Was he in that, too?
Of course, later in his life, like...
I'm sitting there just watching this.
One of the last things I saw him do, he was on one of those...
That's a great fucking show.
Well, one of the last things I saw him do, he was on this late night show, and he was like... His lips were, like, enlarged for some reason. And he's like, I went in for, like, what do you call it, Botox or whatever. And, it didn't go so well. And his like, lips are, like... It looks like he got stung by a bee, and he's just sitting there fucking
Oh, that was Carson, wasn't it?
No, it was more recent. I mean, like, it was before he died. Like, it was within a couple of years.
Oh
of his
shit!
death.
I thought it was after he died.
And it wasn't as far back as Carson.
Well, that was also before he died.
Carson?
Yes. Carson would also be while he was alive.
Well, no shit. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was
I'm
making
saying
fun of you saying
it was like a couple of years
before he died. Like, they
probably.
just brought up his fucking corpse.
Yeah. Well, he'd probably be into that.
They had a fucking puppeteer working his arms and fucking... They're like, your lips look weird. Well, I've been dead for 5 fucking years.
But he's just staring at the camera with these big old fucking lips. And of course, because it's Super Dave, it's like, he makes it funny.
Yes. No, he was one of my favorite guests on the Norm Macdonald show, the Norm Macdonald fucking podcast show. Mm-hmm. He was excellent on that because he would get Norm would get him to say like the most fucked up things, and then he'd be like, "Why am I saying this?" Because how they used to do at the end of the show, they would read jokes, off of little cue cards, and like some of them were hilarious. Some of them were just fucked up getting somebody that you wouldn't expect to say that that. And some of them were just not like bad jokes.
Yeah.
And
God,
you'd always
Norm
any of the bad jokes you'd just be like, "Oh, Adam wrote that." That was Adam's attempt at being funny. That's why he's a manager at a comedy club. Actually, I think Adam Eget's out at the Comedy Mothership now.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Why did you fart on the show?
I had to fart.
That's
Thank
disgusting.
God it was a fart too, man. I was really worried.
I
about
don't know
that
if the
one.
mic
You know
picked
what?
it up.
I hope for our sake and comedy's sake, you shit yourself.
Yeah, eventually someday it will happen.
Oh, of course.
I am getting older, and
That's
every
true.
fart's a risk anyway. So
Also, Kevin, you gonna figure out the fucking BitChute shit, motherfucker? I'm working.
I'll take care of it. I was going to take care of it this week. I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, apparently BitChute's not loading up our videos.
we apologize to our listeners
BitChute's
at
being a
BitChute.
bitch.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
BitChute.
Yeah.
Because usually I upload it to YouTube and it uploads it right to BitChute.
It
It's
has not been doing that.
It's not been doing
It's
that.
been over a month.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm betting
We'll take care of
BitChute
that.
changed their fucking policy or something like
It
that.
might have been.
I don't think it was a policy.
Or it might have
change.
been YouTube.
It could have been YouTube. I can
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They
Because
do
they're
that
the
kind
ones
of
that are
shit.
sending it over. I
Yeah.
don't think BitChute, because we would at least see it show up or have a notification.
Yeah, yeah.
But I could see YouTube doing something on their end that makes it harder.
Yeah, because YouTube, they fuck with things all the time, man.
But I
They're
love
always
YouTube.
changing shit.
Shut up,
YouTube,
Yeah,
Kevin.
we
YouTube
love
is
YouTube.
great.
Yeah, Kevin, stop it.
We love all
You're
the
trying to
changes.
fucking... What are you doing?
Ding.
Yes, hit that notification button.
Hit the bell so you
Anyway,
can get reminded of our show.
I would also like to... Because we've been doing this, almost 2 years now?
Actually, more than
Is it
getting
almost 3
closer
years?
to 3 years.
Almost
yeah.
3 fucking years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd just like to thank anybody that would put themselves through listening to this, whatever this is.
Some people have.
Thank you, people.
Yes, thank you.
You guys are making us slightly happier.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
Tim's not
not
happy at all.
He's not happy.
I feel insulted.
Tim
every time I do
actually
this fucking
lost
show.
all of his serotonin.
It's true.
He's clumsy. He tripped and he lost his serotonin.
It's all those SSRIs.
It is. Everything's so fucking muted now.
Yeah, Tim
Yeah.
just lives in a fog.
It's true.
He no longer sees color.
Yeah.
It's all black and white.
I actually saw...
Shades of gray.
I think this is what you have. I saw a thing recently about a guy that ended up living with literally the middle of his brain was nothing but water. The only thing he had, it was just the edges of the brain. And
Wow.
What was he like?
Fascinating.
he still had an 85 IQ,
Whoa.
which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's low, but
Yeah, but a lot
can
of your
wipe his own
brain
ass.
is
That's
water,
important.
you know?
it was like 85% of his brain was fucking water.
That's crazy.
And
Neat.
And the thing is, like, scientists looked at it and go, "Oh, we know nothing about the brain." It's like, well, yeah.
Wait.
if that guy's alive,
So
but that's happened multiple times.
if
though.
he had a full brain without all that water, he might be a genius.
he might have
It
been
could be
smarter
just
than
the same.
Einstein,
Could
Or
have
he
been
could be
just
just
the
the
same.
same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true, too.
just all that filler space,
Or just dumber,
yeah.
by all means. I mean, it could have been something like that.
Maybe
Yeah.
the rest of the brain just didn't work, you know? If,
He's basically an I3.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an I3. They printed him out and they're like, "Ooh, this one has a lot of spots that don't work."
Yeah.
That's not racist.
Sounds racist to me.
I3, it's about Intel.
Well, what if he was white?
He was white.
Oh, he
actually.
was white. There you go. See? That ain't racist.
Oh, if he was white?
I guess.
Well, that leads us into our next topic.
It does.
Have you ever fucking seen Islamic German? It's wild.
Well,
So
we're about
I
to.
ended up finding this Islamic preacher.
Is that it?
It is it.
Hans Landa?
Yes, that's at the end of it, Tim.
Oh.
You got to watch the thing first to know what the
I'm
thing
going
is.
to listen to it too, apparently.
Yeah.
And get it up on the screen for other people to enjoy as well. Thank
So
you.
anyway, I found this, and boy, does this sound a lot like the 1930s.
Blockhütte in Wald bauen, wo wir Namen draufschreiben und dann warten, bis irgendeiner sich verläuft.
And the funny thing is, I'm positive he says stuff about Jews somewhere in there. He's got to.
It sure sounds like it.
So it's very reminiscent of, I don't know, this big thing that we had a
that
while
guy
ago.
had some fucking passion behind that,
He-
right?
he-
Isn't
yeah.
that
Holy
fucking crazy?
cow. Wow.
Like, I wonder what other things we could listen to in German and be like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Porn.
I don't know. No. I can't do
Scheiße,
that.
die
Yeah, I was going to
Scheiße.
say, it's just nothing but shit fountains.
Yes.
It's like fondue, but shit.
I'm
Put
into it,
two
dude.
girls, one cup to shame.
See, you know what? Never watched that. Shit is not my thing.
Yeah,
I already
It
know
doesn't
that I'm
have
not
to be your
going to
thing
be.
to fucking watch it, though. You have to watch it.
I
I'm
got
never
tricked
gonna
into
watch
watching it, and then it's one of those things where it's so
Yeah,
horrifying you can't look
once
away.
once I heard about it, I was just like, no.
Where's the dude that put the glass jar up his ass that shattered?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah.
That was a mess. That was a fucking mess. What was that, one jar, one ass or something like that?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was
I think it's
awful.
one jar, one guy.
Yeah, one.
I think
yeah,
is the name of
something
that.
like one
I think
was-
it's part of the Gauntlet. You ever heard of the Gauntlet?
No.
So the
it's like
gaunt-
the blue waffle stuff, all that.
Have you heard of you haven't heard of the Gauntlet?
I don't
Have
think
you
so.
heard of the Gauntlet?
No.
So the Gauntlet is this. I forget where it's located, but you can find it, and it's videos that get progressively worse throughout.
Jesus.
So like it starts out like say that it starts out with the jar thing. Well, the next thing is fucking stepped up, and it gets all the way to like the most fucked up shit you could think of.
Like, you shouldn't have that on your computer type fucked up?
No, I don't think there's any like weird child porn or any fucking things like that.
Oh,
So
all
that's
right.
good.
Yeah.
No, but what it is like there's beheadings and like it's just got everything.
Okay, so
just like
It
fucked
just
up,
sends into
graphic
madness.
stuff.
very graphic stuff throughout the whole
All right,
thing.
that's
And I
something
think
I can
it's like 16 or 32 videos, and like most people just don't make it through.
Well, I can
I've
see
never
why.
watched the
Well,
whole.
it sounds like
the
a
thing.
challenge to me.
We should challenge our audience to watch the Gauntlet. Look
some
up the
feedback.
Gauntlet.
Maybe
you might have to
we
go
should
on.
watch it on an episode and not. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to show.
Just
it,
have
but we
reaction
could watch
video to
just
it?
Reaction.
we-
Us reacting.
You know
to
what?
It.
We could do that.
Well, pull it up then. Let's get her started. We've
I
got
don't-
30 minutes to
Do
kill.
we want to do the
I
Gauntlet
don't
right
know.
now?
Maybe we should prepare for that. For be ready
Yes,
for it.
have
you
a
know,
vomit bucket next to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Because I
I'll
know
be
that you.
fine.
No, you. I think are.
I'll be fine.
The
Maybe-
first thing is someone spits in another mouth.
He's like, oh, that could have been the last one.
See,
I was thinking
you
about that
need
the other day.
you
too.
need a
Oh,
vomit
God.
bucket.
Oh, God.
I probably don't. I've seen a lot of
I think-
fucked up shit.
I have too. I think I can handle
So,
it.
I'm pretty sure 2 Girls 1 Cup is in it, so I unfortunately will end up
Oh,
seeing
man,
it.
Of course, they're gonna throw that one.
There's a dude that gets killed by getting fucked by a donkey. I'm sure that's on there.
Mr. Hands?
Yeah.
And that's not a donkey. It was a horse.
Oh, was it a horse?
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
horse.
Is that the one that happened in Washington
Yes,
State?
it's the reason
Yeah.
we now have a law against it.
Yeah.
Before that, you could fuck animals all you wanted. That guy ruined everything.
Damn it.
all those farmers are pissed off.
Yeah. Look, I mean,
Not all farmers. I'm just saying there are a lot of farmers.
I'm saying
that
all
do it.
farmers. Okay, Kevin, you don't have the balls to do it. I do. All farmers are very pissed about that. Anybody that lives near a cliff that has sheep are pissed about that.
Yeah. Or Velcro gloves.
Shepherds.
Velcro gloves, yeah,
Vel-
I get it.
Yeah,
That works.
that's a.
What if you had a
fix.
Velcro bodysuit? That'd be kind of weird.
That'd be a fun ride.
You're going off.
Yeah, you're
with
just like
the sheep.
No, you're not going off the cliff. The cliff is so they'll push back.
No, I
Kevin.
get that, but I'm saying with the
Jesus.
Velcro.
Think
suit-
about it, Kevin.
I know what
Think
it is.
about
I know
it.
the joke.
Come on.
I'm just
think
saying.
about it.
You're still gonna fucking go off. You're pushing
Kevin,
hard. You're stuck
Kevin,
to the sheep.
You're definitely going off. Think about it.
I know.
Are we trying to go off the rails? I think we are.
We're doing
We're
pretty
always
good.
going off the rails.
Brother,
I don't know why that sounds longer than it is.
I love it.
Maybe it's because his voice is so creepy.
So we got some more stuff here.
Well, yeah, I
What
thought-
else did we
I thought-
find?
Yeah. What's this?
Oh, see this one. Yeah, this is showing the media bias in things.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Is this about the whole tip thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking hilarious.
So, quite a while ago, Trump ended up saying that we're going to try to make it to where we're not going to tax tips.
Yeah.
Right. And like the whole media was like, "Oh, that's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
We're going to lose billions and billions of dollars." And then Kamala comes out and says it months later.
Yeah.
And then the media is now like, "Oh, she's trying to roll this out. This will be great for hospitality
Yeah.
workers." Like, you guys are so fucking clearly like. I remember at one point where I was like telling my friends, I'm like, "No, the media is not really that biased." Because at one point, you had like basically MSNBC and Fox that were the biased ones,
Right.
and then everything else kind of. Sure, they might have had a
was
couple
actual
leaning.
journalism?
It seemed like
Yeah, it used
journalism
to be
for the most
anyway.
part, right? And I would always argue with my friends about it. I'm like, no, you've got the one and the other one, and then everything else is they just kind of tell the news, right?
Yeah.
Sure, they might pick stories, but
Sure.
they tell the news. They don't try to slant it as much as I can
They used
tell.
to just give the facts of
Yes.
something that was going on.
What happened?
Well, the past 10 years or so, things have changed.
It's more
a
than
lot.
that, though, because I think it's got to be 15 to 20 years is when it
Oh,
really
yeah,
started.
that's
The advent of
probably
the
true.
internet.
The internet,
No,
social media are definitely.
I think the internet
factors.
didn't help.
Social media.
Yeah, I think those are
probably
factors for sure.
I think
ramped it up for sure.
I think the internet created more conspiracy theorists by far.
Sure.
Because I think before that you just had very fringe people. Now you have fringe people and people that are easily either manipulated or already lean that way. Like I've never trusted the government,
Yeah.
but I also try to look at things a little objectively.
Right.
I try to. I don't always do it.
Well, good
also,
for you, Shane.
I heard about this.
I'm the best on the show. I know
It's a
it.
quality.
So I heard about
Quality
this whole
trade.
thing, the tip thing, the other day on the Joe Rogan show. He had Dennis Quaid on, and they were
Yeah.
talking about it.
That was actually a good episode.
It was a good episode. But yeah, so I mean, and she, of course, when she did this, she basically acted like she came up with the fucking idea,
She's like, I'm just gonna
She's
take this
leading
thing
in the
from
polls
you.
now.
No, she's not. The DNC apparently, her popularity and stuff has been dropping since the DNC started because people have been watching the DNC and going, "Oh, these people are fucked up."
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're blocking out their own constituencies outside through with what?
And it's not just that.
Constituencies, constituents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What word were you looking for?
Contingencies.
Constituents.
That's it. There you go.
Stupid.
Oh, it's from that.
That's the word.
Yeah.
But no, it's not just that. It's what's going on in the DNC itself. Like has been creeping
It's just-
people out. It's
yeah,
like, it's some really
well, like bloodletting and shit like that.
No,
or?
not like bloodletting, but I mean it's
They
just
sacrificed a virgin.
Yeah.
the goings
How
on
does
in the
Pelosi?
actual
I mean, that's why
DNC,
Pelosi's
you know?
still alive.
Yeah.
What some of these
How else are
politicians have been
those
saying.
giant tits gonna get fed?
Jesus.
If you don't sacrifice virgins,
Like they had that mobile abortion clinic.
Oh
going
God,
out there,
yeah, that's right.
And it's
And-
like,
yeah.
why do you need that at the DNC?
They performed 10
I
abortions
agree.
there.
That doesn't make any
It
sense.
makes no fucking sense. Like, why is that necessary? It was, and
Well,
everybody was talking about it. Like,
Because they
what
needed the
fuck?
placentas and the blood.
Oh yeah,
Here's
the
the thing.
adrenochrome.
The thing is that the Democratic
Fucking
side,
yuck, dude.
the Democratic side used to say we want them to be rare but accessible, right? That was the thing about
Yeah.
abortion. Now
Yeah.
they're just like, fucking do it now.
You
Anyway.
should
Yeah.
do abortion.
Kill your
Well,
9-month-old baby.
Yeah, they're like,
I
go
wanna carry
for
this
it. Let's
to
get
term.
let's get those abortions going, people.
And I'm for killing children. I don't care. It's fine.
We've established that, Shane.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Now they're like trying to pump those fucking numbers up, man. They're
Yeah.
like, come on. I want abortions. I
Well,
want to hit
I-
at least 300 by Friday.
I thought it was funny though. I saw some people posting like, "Wow, this is actually a good look for them." They're just killing their future fucking.
I mean,
Yeah, same as
it's
giving men
true.
vasectomies too. They were.
They
doing that
were.
as
They
well,
were. Yeah. It's like, I mean,
So yeah, please sterilize yourselves.
Jesus.
Look,
The more the merrier.
and the thing is, I don't get why we have this 2-party system. It sucks.
it's a mess.
Well, the third party's always a joke too. I guess he's trying to figure out who he's going to side with, who gives him the better offer.
Oh, you're talking about RFK?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just saw a thing where they're considering Trump.
Yeah.
Apparently, you know.
Yeah, his running mate
Yeah.
said something
and
about
it's
that.
because the DNC apparently has been suing him in all these different states, and just so
trying to
they
get
can
him
get
out
us
of there.
off the fucking ballot.
yeah,
You know,
because he's taking away votes from the DNC.
Well,
That's
that's what
the
they claim.
Yeah.
He may not be. He may be
Yeah.
taking away votes from both
Trump.
sides,
Both
or,
sides,
or
yeah.
from the Republican side
Yeah.
more so.
Right.
But
We
now,
don't know.
what this is doing, though. It's creating unity between the third party and Trump's part and the
He's not a
Republicans.
third-party candidate,
Well,
though.
I
That's
know,
the thing.
but
he's
people
not.
want him to. People were wanting him to run as a third party.
Truthfully, the only other parties that we have that consistently get something, and it's not much, it's
Yeah.
very small, is the Libertarian
Libertarians.
Party and the Green Party.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have a third party
No,
that's real in this country.
Technically, no. Yeah. But I know a lot of people wanted him to run as in one of those parties, the Green or the Libertarian Party, and I think he was considering it at one point.
Yeah, but I
and
also
then-
think he went, oh, wait, I already am at a level that I would have if I just started there. going there actually might drop my numbers.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So, because he was polling at like 8%.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the last person to come close to that, I think the last person to get above that was like, what was that, Perot?
Might have been.
Ross Perot,
Yeah.
I think, polled at 13% or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, he was actually involved in the actual debates back
Yeah.
then that they had.
Yeah, because all you had to have was like 5%
Was
to
it
get in or
5?
something
Yeah.
like that. Now they upped it to where you need 15%. This is the other thing that, about our system that sucks is the Democrats and the Republicans, the only time they can agree is when to fuck over everybody else.
Exactly.
Right? So
Yeah.
when they get together, they fucking make up these rules for the debates. They make up all these rules for how the elections are going to be done. They get to make up all this shit. That's how the gerrymandering starts. You know,
Exactly.
it's all through,
Yeah.
oh, no, we'll work together for this because it fucks over everybody else.
They're both gay.
They are both gay.
That's all I have to say
I'll
about
tell
the
you one
parties.
thing. If RFK ends up endorsing Trump, Trump even said that he may even get him into his administration.
Yeah, that
I would
was
think
the
he would.
agreement
Yeah.
they want.
I think
they
he
want some
would.
sort of like some
Trump's
sort
saying he would do it.
yeah.
Hey, I mean, that might end up happening. It obviously hasn't happened yet, but
No, but
only time will tell.
I don't think it's going to be long before that decision's made.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I mean, I guess I saw an interview with his running mate. I forget what her name is, Shanahan or something. Shanahan.
Yeah, Michelle Shanahan.
That's it. Yeah, and
Oh.
she was saying that they've been talking
I don't know.
seriously.
I made that
about
up.
it. Oh, okay. I know.
That makes more sense. At first, I was like,
I can
holy
fucking sell it, dude.
holy shit, Tim knows something about anything? And then I find out it was all a lie. This is
I mean, I could be right, but I don't know. I just
this is reminiscent of Kevin last week lying to us.
oh,
Remember
Oh,
when you lied to
yes.
us at the end of the show, you fuck?
vaguely.
He comes in, he goes, hey, guys, well, I'm going to bring up that thing we were talking about heavily right before the show. And I was like, no, we
Oh
weren't.
God, yeah.
We weren't doing that.
Since we're already on the
video
subject,
game.
let's talk about. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
Stalker 2, that's what it was.
And
Yeah.
my favorite part about that whole thing is like we could have just played along and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
audience
Call
would
him
have
out
known.
on
no, fuck
Called
you.
out
We're
his
calling
fucking
him out.
bullshit.
But we said no immediately. We put our fucking feet down.
You know what though?
It was
Speaking
more
of video
fun,
games,
actually.
I felt ganged up on.
It was way more fun though.
there is
It
a
was
really cool
definitely
one
more
coming
fun.
out now that just released on the 20th, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Steam, it's on Steam platform and PlayStation currently. Xbox will be out in December, but it is getting. I mean, it's hitting the charts already, and it's just barely
Wanna
released.
look it up?
Yeah.
But it's looking pretty damn good. I don't know much about it except for the small videos I've been watching about it, but it looks kind of similar to Elden Ring in that aspect of the fight stuff. But everyone's loving it. Everyone's talking about it. They're saying
Well,
it's a
let's
badass
check it
game.
out.
It's the-
This is Black Myth Wukong.
yeah, Black Myth Wukong. But it looks sick.
I've been hearing about it. It's getting a lot of good buzz.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna wait for Xbox though. I was thinking PC, but no, I want a controller.
I want to see the gameplay footage because just like trailer stuff like this.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow,
We
this
just-
is working
Oh,
out great.
thank you,
Just took a
Internet.
Hey,
fucking dump.
Tim,
All right.
pay your fucking bills.
I think I.
It'd be fucked up if
It's all the porn.
it
I'm
would
sure.
be it would be so fucked up if it did pop up. Comcast says fuck you.
Shouldn't be
This
watching
is
this.
fuck you,
Wow.
fuck your show.
So this is going great.
Wait, that's not good. That's not. That might not be. That could be buffering.
maybe we.
It
can,
is buffering. That's what that fucking symbol means.
Let's just try reloading this page, huh?
That would be a good idea. Connection to internet. We are
This
offline.
can't be good.
Pay your bills, Tim.
Yeah,
I
Tim.
think the
what
Wi-Fi
the
stick
fuck?
probably disconnected because I'm connected on my phone.
All right. Well, I guess Kevin, do our IT.
Oh boy.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Unplug
probably-
it and plug
you
it back
just
in.
have to unplug that thing and then plug it back in.
All right.
At first, I thought he was just gonna sit there.
So did I. Do work, Kevin.
I mean, you're next to it. It would look also weird if the
It's essentially surrounded by a metal cage with this table too. So
yeah, but that shouldn't affect it from where is it? Right
it's
there.
right behind me in that other room.
I've also said we should just run a fucking cable
Yeah.
because if a cable will work every time.
You think
as long
so?
as as long as your fucking internet works.
Huh.
Stupid.
You
Don't
really
fucking
think-
look at me like that.
I fucking know, dude. I'm not an idiot.
You are an idiot.
I'm not a retard.
I'm
not a retard.
I've talked to you. You are a retard.
It's true. There we go.
Hey.
Okay.
Well, now, wait a minute.
We're back online.
Wait a minute. It still hasn't buffered to that past that point.
It doesn't matter. It's online. It didn't say online before. If
It's
it does
gone.
it again, fuck it. Who cares?
Take
It's just-
2.
Take
Yes.
2.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's buffering.
This is the
It's
point where
buffering.
Shane says he wants to see actual gameplay.
So yes, I do. I would like to see actual gameplay. 'Cause, I mean, this stuff looks fine.
Well, we'll see this if this doesn't have gameplay. Well,
Why is this-
Here's some gameplay.
Okay.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit? Ninja Gaiden.
Elden
There's a
Ring.
little bit of it, but yeah, I got a lot of Elden Ring from it too.
So gameplay already looks pretty interesting.
It does.
What the fuck was that?
Well, you got to see some of the bosses on this. Fucking
Dude, are you
awesome.
fighting Vishnu?
Woo! Big enemies.
Can you turn into that? Oh
Yeah.
look, it's a fire giant.
Yeah, they did like a kitsune right there.
Giant ant? Wow, that's bigger than the ants in Elden Ring. You're like, fuck you, Elden Ring. We're just gonna make bigger ants.
Yeah, this looks so much fun.
It does.
I can see this one being really,
This looks fucking
really
wicked.
fun.
That guy's a lobster.
Yeah, put it on the list, boys.
It does look like an
Yeah,
interesting game.
it does look cool.
Yeah, a lot of people are streaming it right now on
just-
TikTok and all that.
Well, yeah, it just
Everyone's
came
going
out.
nuts with it.
I just got the
I want
DLC for Ready or Not, and that's actually
You haven't
pretty
even
good.
finished the DLC. It started the DLC.
I
for
have
Elden Ring,
not.
dude.
Dude, I've been so into first-person shooters again lately.
Yeah.
Tactical shooters, because that's
Right.
more my style. I played the DLC. I forget what it's called, but I think it's like Home Invasion is the name of it. And so you get maps where there's home invasions and shit, and like there's other ones where you go to a completely fucking dilapidated school where it's just everything's in ruin, and it's like nothing but homeless fucking people in there. So you got to figure out which
You gotta
ones
kill
are
all the
home-
homeless people?
You're like a
I
cop or
hope
something
so.
like that,
Yeah,
or-
you're part of a SWAT team.
All right. I
So-
think I might have seen some short videos of that too.
Yeah.
Where you're like giving people instructions.
Yes.
Freeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show me
you
your
yell,
hands.
Show me your hands.
Yeah.
Get on the fucking ground. Shit like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing some short videos on that.
Yeah,
so it
you're
looks
part
pretty
of.
good.
You're supposed to be part of a underfunded police department in like a city like
a
Los Angeles.
ragtag crew of
Essentially, But
miscreants.
the thing that I do like about it, so when they brought out 1.0, so the full release of the game, they actually added this thing where in the commander mode, where you're actually going through the game as the commander of the team, your officers can get stressed based on what happens in the fucking
See, I love
in the
that.
game. Yeah. So say that you go in and a fucking hostage gets killed, right?
I think we talked about
Yeah,
this.
we have probably at one point, but
Yeah, that
you
sounds
can actually
familiar.
you can actually have your officers get so stressed out that they fucking quit the team.
Yeah,
and-
well, we don't need them.
Yeah, well the problem is early on you do because you only have 2 extra officers.
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't need pussies on the fucking team, dude.
You're like, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, that's what I'd be like. Seriously, it's like, fine, I'll fucking do it myself.
Well, I've just been so the way I've been doing it is you can kind of almost cheese it to fucking gain stuff in it. You just do the first mission over and over and over, and anybody that gets stressed, you pull them off. It's usually like 1 or 2
It's
officers.
usually the girl.
So,
Yeah.
are there any
Actually,
other...
I don't think there's any ladies on the team.
Well, then
because
it's not one of those
because it's
games, huh?
realistic.
Yeah.
They want it to be realistic.
So is it only just the stress level thing, or do they have other psychological aspects?
Um,
that, can
It's
affect
mostly just stress level, but they also have perks too. Like, so you can have
Oh.
one guy that's got a perk that if you yell at somebody, like if you unlock his perk, because they have to go on so many missions before their perks unlock.
Okay.
So one of them will be he's better at getting compliance out of anybody. That includes civilians or perpetrators, anything like that. Another one could be he gets people to actually surrender a lot faster when you use less lethal on them. The thing is, less lethal means that it doesn't mean non-lethal. It means less lethal. You can shoot somebody with a beanbag round if you're 3 feet away and you
still
shoot them in
kill
the
'em.
face. You're gonna kill them.
I love that. It's
Yes.
that realistic, man. That's awesome.
So you got that. You got an armorer, which it's dumb that they named it armorer because the armor actually just makes your armor better. An armorer works on guns.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
and then you've got another one that can make it everybody more accurate on the team.
Hmm.
So I mean, there's a lot of cool fucking extras in it. And I need to play through the whole thing again because when I had to reformat, I lost everything.
Ah, shitty.
That's it was a controversial game at one point. It's not as controversial anymore because they had one of the big selling features for its alpha was that they were going to eventually have a school shooter. Scenario.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning something like that.
Yeah, so
well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean,
you're
with
on
all
a
this
fucking
happening-
SWAT team.
Yeah,
one of my favorite ones is the meth house. You go in and you fucking have to raid a meth house that's like I mean, it's shitty.
yeah.
You know,
Which I assume
And-
most meth houses are.
well, and on top of it, like, there's like things like randomly built in it because they're meth heads. They're just like, fuck it, we need a wall here, and you're like, what? Why are you
It's
putting a
true,
wall
they
there?
needed
there's
a
a
wall
lawnmower
there.
that's taken
Keep
apart.
the monsters
It's like,
out and
this
shit like
guy's
that.
taking it apart, put it back together 5 times.
Tons of shit like that. So that was one of the key selling features of
It's
it.
like 6 Jesuses in there.
Oh, dude, some of the guys are fucking creepy as fuck. They'll come up to me like, "Don't put your hands on me." Like they're trying to be Batman.
I'll suck your dick.
I wouldn't be shocked if the guy, like the way the guy talks, I wouldn't be shocked at all if he
Yeah.
said that to me.
I just need one more hit, man. One more hit.
Yeah, but
What did you
it
think of
fun.
the virtual experience there, Kevin?
Oh, dude, it is fucking
Well,
awesome.
Explain what you did though.
Well, I upgraded my VR system, so I thought I'd let Kevin take a spin on the one that I had, my old one.
And
So
thank you,
which
by the
version
way.
is it?
Yeah. The one I originally had was the Rift, the Oculus Rift, and right now I've got the Oculus Quest 3. That's got it's not augmented reality. It's called mixed reality. So it displays what's around you, but also the game,
Which is virtually the same thing.
Yeah,
I
essentially.
know it's slightly different, but
Yeah. Well, you have to have a Wi-Fi connection, and I know with a lot of AR glasses is what done with. I think it's through your phone.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, this is, I mean, my system I got now is fucking badass, and I want more
So I
people
let
to play with.
I let one of my pores.
Well, to have someone to play with, but
Yeah,
Kevin hasn't gotten any of the games that I have yet.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
recommended a few
yeah,
titles that are really fun.
Yeah, and I wanted to get something that we could both play.
Yeah.
Kevin,
You know,
you've
like
got a
something
job
like
now. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll only take 3 or 4 hours of your pay to get one of these
Yeah,
games.
I know, right? Yeah.
They're
Well, I
surprisingly
get paid on
cheap.
Friday
Some,
anyway, yeah.
most
some
of
are
them
pretty,
actually are.
some are
That's the
pretty
truth.
inexpensive
Well,
when it comes to playing that.
And I
thing.
played a couple of free games.
What'd you play?
to try
What'd you
it. So
play
I
out of
played
it?
this. The first thing I played was this. It's this free game called Air Car. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well, basically, you're in like a Blade Runner like city.
Kevin,
and you're
speak
flying.
to us. We're not part of the pores.
What, should I speak to you?
Well,
like
when
in
you
an
said
accent or
free games,
something?
me and Tim are like, free games?
Oh,
I don't
yeah, yeah.
understand.
What are those?
But anyway, so
Free?
you're like in a Blade Runner kind of city, like a dystopian future city,
Okay.
and you're driving a flying car around.
Cool.
And what's really cool is, and that's all you do in it.
I
But
like how disinterested you sound.
but no, but what I
You're
love
flying
about
in
it
a
was,
fucking
you know,
car.
Well,
Cool.
it was the first like real
And?
experience I had.
what's
in
cool
it,
about
you
that?
know? And so I'm
Flying
like,
a car every day.
you know, I'm
dude.
looking around. I'm in the car. You know, you actually see the back. you see the whole car on the
It's just
inside.
so
It's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah, but then when I'm flying around and I just for the hell of it, I just dove like down and I fucking
Yeah, it
actually
freaks
felt,
you out. Yes,
I
it's vertigo.
felt vertigo. Yeah,
Yes.
I felt that feeling in the pit of your stomach, and then I'm like spinning around and shit, and it's
Oh,
just I'm like
God.
going, ah!
Dude, so,
Like,
No.
so you
I
know,
guess Savannah was watching me, and she's just cracking up because of the way I'm reacting to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know
and then
that-
I told her to put it on, and she put it on. She starts going, whoa!
remember the flight sim that I had you play at my house?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
played. So I have a Pimax. 4K I think is what it is. And I played it with my Pimax 4K, and holy shit, like the vertigo you get in flying a plane is
I believe
is
it
very
after
much
playing that-
yes,
that
it's
air car.
100%
Yeah.
like what you're describing.
It was so crazy because when I'm looking out the side of the window, and I start feeling like
Yes.
I'm really looking out the side of the window, being 400 feet up
Yep.
in the air. You
Yeah.
know.
Same thing when you bank in the plane and you look down at the ground, you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
It
And
is
you could
so
be 2,000 feet in the air and you're like, that's still pretty close. You're like, if I fuck up,
Yeah.
I could do some damage
Yeah.
to that.
But it was really cool. And then I played this other game called Compound. And it's like a
Are you in a compound?
yeah, you're in a compound,
Okay.
but it's a shooter.
Who knew?
And it's like an 8-bit. It looks like it's kind of a classic sort of not 8-bit, but it's like it looks like one of those old
Get the
arcade
zombie
games.
game.
And yeah, I'm gonna have to.
That's
play,
actually pretty fun.
play a
Your gun
zombie
game with the zombies.
Oh, Gun Club VR.
Yeah.
That one you played.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gun Club VR.
Get
I'm gonna
that
have to
one.
look that one up. Okay.
It's basically just a whole bunch of board cutouts that you shoot.
The
but
thing
the guns are amazing.
That's the
in it.
thing I like about it is that like it's not like realistic looking zombies. It's the dumbest looking zombies, but it looks cool because of that.
Yeah.
Right? They're literally they're cardboard cutouts that walk at you.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's the same thing in the Wild West version of the game. What
Yeah.
other versions does it have?
I got all the DLCs right now that I have are there's a SWAT one, there's a Western one, and then there's a big guns one like explosives and shit like that.
Okay. So
But then I've also got an Allied one as well, so you're in the Axis Allied.
Oh,
mode.
that's
Oh.
cool.
So that
can
was
you do
pretty fun.
multiplayer in that one?
No, there's no multiplayer
that-
because it's a gun range.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
it'd be cool as
essentially-
shit if you could do multiplayer where two of you could be in the same
Yeah.
game.
That's what I was hoping with a couple titles that I really like. I mean, I think Robo Recall would be amazing with a 2-player because my problem with playing virtual reality is the movement aspect of it.
See, after a while, after about probably about an hour and a half of doing it, I started to get a little nauseous.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I get
Well,
really
at least,
dizzy.
like I was
Yeah.
telling you, if it's an hour and a half, 2 hours, you're fine. You're
Yeah.
going to be fine in this.
Yeah.
If it happens within the first 10 to 15 minutes, VR's not for you.
No,
you.
find
Yeah.
a different title.
Yeah.
But they fixed a lot of that too, because what they're finding out is when people are actually when your character's in motion and you physically aren't, that's where the whole
Yeah, that
yeah.
throws things off.
But what they've done now is they've made it so that your vision goes to tunnel vision, and because of that, when your character's moving, you don't get that sensation anymore.
Really? Okay.
So they've done that with a lot of titles now. It's now when you use the thumbstick to move your character forward, your vision goes to tunnel vision, and it blocks all those exterior things. But once you stop moving, it all opens back up, and you can see.
Okay.
gonna say-
And that fixed a lot of it.
Check the game Onward also. If you could play Onward.
That one's huge. That's
Yeah. I've got it.
I can't play it because for me it makes me dizzy as fuck.
So I've got the game, and it's basically Modern Warfare,
yeah.
and you can like everything you have to do like you would do in real life. Like if you go to grab a hand grenade, you can grab it with your left or right hand.
Yeah.
But you actually have to physically grab it out of your bag,
That's cool.
pull the pin, and then fucking throw it.
Yeah. There's also one
love
called
that.
Blade and Sorcery that's essentially the same thing but with swords and
Yeah.
sorcery that's
You
really
probably like
popular
that.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, if can they get a mod with cops in it?
There's one the Walking Dead is really cool. A whole bunch of
Yeah,
videos I
right.
saw of Walking Dead where the guy's like just basically fucking with zombies
Yeah.
and like and getting fancy with throwing knives at him and shit like that. And then another one called Bone Lab. And Bone Lab's fucked up because you can literally take a person and crush their skull against the side of a building.
I love
repeatedly.
that.
Is that the one where you can just walk around and do that to random people?
That's Blade and Sorcery.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Bone Lab is the one I mean, he literally went up behind this guy, grabbed him, and then just started smashing the guy's head into the fucking ground.
Whoa.
So
And
that's
yeah.
that
Bloody?
sorcery one.
Yeah.
That's the one. So randomly on Instagram, I'll have this chick pop up that's really into VR,
Uh-huh.
and she's gotten haptic suits now.
Oh man, I
her?
want one bad.
That's awesome.
But they don't like buzz or anything. They electrify her.
Oh, really?
So
I'm
she
into
was
it.
she was playing that game like fighting somebody. She's like, "Oh, cool! I'm gonna get this person." Someone came up behind her and fucking hit her, and she's like, "Ah!"
Sapped her.
And just well, this is the first time she used it. And just drops to the ground. Just fucking.
it's like
drop.
getting hit with a taser.
Yeah, they've got these harnesses that are really cool too. With I guess you got pads in your feet that slip around when you
Yeah.
walk.
Oh.
So it's a harness that holds you up, so you can literally run in place.
Well,
That's fucking
Disney's
cool.
now making one.
Well, I saw that. Oh, you got to pull that one up. Their haptic floor, Disney's haptic
see
floor,
if we
is
can find it on
fucking
there.
insane.
Or not.
Because
Just type
what
in
it does,
Disney
it's
VR
small
floor.
cells that move up and down and move around.
Yes.
So like a guy will have a block and he sets it on this floor pad, and it literally moves the block around to wherever he wants it. Yeah, the
Is
360
this it here?
treadmill.
Okay.
I think that. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think in like 10 years, this might be something.
Yeah,
that
this tech is
everybody has.
insane. This tech, oh man, if they implement this, it'll be amazing for VR.
Okay, I got to see something
Wow, this is 11
really, really
fucking
cool.
minutes?
I got to visit
Jesus.
some of the secret
I don't wanna
labs
hear this guy's
inside of
story
the
about
Walt
it. I know,
Disney
right?
company.
Let's move this
called
along.
the Disney
Check and see if you can find a shorter
Labs.
video,
So I've seen some
actually.
people talk about.
Yeah,
Because this
I want
guy's-
to see this fucking guy talk about it.
We don't need to have his show within our show.
Yeah,
I'm not trying
yeah.
I don't mind that if it's
Well,
like
let's see
a
like a
3-minute
tech
video.
Demo or something.
Yeah, just
Yeah, the hollow tile floor.
Go down.
That's the one right there.
This is the one
That's
right here.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
a minute-
that's
minute
that's a
14,
minute.
that's perfect.
Perfect.
We call it the hollow tile floor.
Look at that
and it's
shit.
a very special piece of technology. And I'm going to do a little demonstration of it. So I can walk on this omnidirectional floor in any direction I want.
That's awesome.
It will automatically do whatever it needs to have me stay on the floor. And what's amazing about this is multiple people can be on it and all walking independently. They can walk in virtual reality and so many other things. Theatrical stages that might have these embedded in them.
See, look at that shit. That is
dancers
so
can
cool.
do amazing moves.
That guy has
Not
the
me,
force.
but really good dancers. So there are just
That
so
almost
many
looks fake, though.
applications for this type of technology, and
It's
we
not,
don't
though.
know
That's
yet
crazy
where
thing.
where it'll
That's
be.
why it's so cool.
Dude, in the next 10 years, there's going to be a lot of shit we go, wow, that looks fake. Because half of it's going to be fake, and then the other half's going to be new technology that's
Yeah,
just
it'd
ridiculous.
be amazing if they get that out on the actual.
That's
Oh, they will.
awesome.
They had a so what was
price
it?
point on that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
though, coming out.
What's the most recent Fallout? Is it Fallout 4?
Fallout 4 has a VR.
No,
So
I know,
does
but wasn't
Skyrim.
that the most recent one?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Fallout 4, like right after that first came out, they had a VR version of it. They had an omnidirectional. They were promoting it with this omnidirectional treadmill, and
Yeah.
it was an omnidirectional treadmill that was like an octagon.
Yeah, that's
that
the
went
one I was
around you.
recommending,
Yeah, that went around you, and then the
harness goes around your waist. and
Okay,
there's
Yeah.
an
I've
arm
seen
behind
that
you.
one before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a guy playing the game like that, and he was like, "This is just insane. This
Yeah,
is
because
amazing."
you crouch, you can
Yes.
look up, you can
And
run around.
well, the other
Oh,
crazy
so
thing
cool.
is too, if you're walking around in this game, you're actually doing a lot of exercise.
Yeah, that right there would be the main reason I get it. I could
exercise and not know
I
it.
could exercise and play video games. That's worth the price point. I mean, I think right
Oh,
now,
hell
for,
yeah.
for what I'm looked up right now, it's like $1,600, which is still really expensive.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
It's a lot closer than
I
it
can
used to be.
justify the price because it's a treadmill, and I'm
Yeah,
know,
well, that's the
I
thing.
can get
Think
a piece
about-
of workout equipment, or I could have a fun piece of workout
Think
equipment.
about
no
how much
shit.
you would probably spend on a treadmill, like a good fucking not a cheap fucking
Probably
shit
be
one.
close
but
to that.
Yeah,
you know.
$1,600 to $2,000.
Hour and a half in, I'm drenched in sweat,
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
a fucking time, dude. That is
Yeah,
so fun.
and then a month later, you're like, wow, none of my clothes fit.
yeah,
Yeah, no shit.
I'm still playing the game and not doing anything
Yeah.
else. Though.
You've actually quit.
On to level 6, guys.
You quit working. You fucking go into this
Start
secluded.
online dating virtually.
Yeah.
Start
like-
ordering special parts.
You're like, how come I don't have a surrogate?
That sex doll would come in handy by then too.
Wow.
Yeah.
China's, I think, making
Oh,
them now too.
the
You
real-
know what else
real
I
dolls.
noticed? I was on Steam looking at VR games and stuff. They have porn games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have yet to do
Kevin,
that.
I
Kevin,
was just looking at it like, whoa, dude.
Kevin,
There's
you
like-
should know this based on the fact that we did a slight review of a game called Sex with Hitler.
Was that a VR game?
No, but what I'm saying
Oh.
is Steam's got a lot of
Oh,
fucking
no,
games
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
But I just
So of
didn't
course-
realize the
of
VR
course.
porn game.
Yeah.
you know?
Of course
Yeah.
they're going to have
Oh,
VR
yeah,
ones.
yeah. But there was this one where it was like it was basically like a model doll, like woman, you know. And you
He's
could choose
pretending
a-
like he's making it up. He's
Yeah.
already been through like seven women.
But apparently
Yeah.
you can like
Tim, you need to
you
clean
can just,
the fucking thing
you
up
just
big
like
time.
you just like pose it and move it.
It's
and
hard.
pose
It's hard to
it.
control your cum when you can't see it.
It's like jazz just ends up everywhere.
I swear I'm in, but I don't feel
You're like,
anything.
how do I look like a Jackson Pollock painting under VR or under IR or whatever? Not IR, blacklight. God damn it!
But it's such
I
a
ruined that
fantastic
whole thing.
technology. And again,
AR?
No,
the
blacklight.
MetaQuest
IR,
3,
yeah.
that with the whole mixed reality aspect of it with the zombies attacking the house. Like I've set this room up as a zombie safe house,
Really?
and that window they'll bust through that window, they'll bust through that door, this door
Yeah,
behind
it's
me.
true.
That's
There's
fucking
games like
awesome.
Yeah, so I can protect my house from zombies invading it with a fucking.
that. Tim's like, this is what I'd
Dude.
really
it's
do.
a lot of fun.
Dude, that sounds
It's really cool.
amazing.
It would
and so
suck-
I could see this room in real time
Uh-huh.
and move around in it.
It would suck
yeah.
if you
But then
had
it
like,
has the zombies coming through and
And
shit.
if I wanted to make a bigger map, I can map out my whole house.
it would
Whoa.
definitely
Yeah.
suck though if you're like, a gun enthusiast, and then all of a sudden. You, instead of grabbing the VR gun, you just grab the real one. You're,
Popping out
You're
the
like-
back window
you're like,
and shit.
busting out
my
the
God,
windows.
this is so realistic. Fucking police,
You see
yeah,
how
police
realistic that
sirens.
glass breaking was?
FBI.
But yeah, it's fun. That's the only mixed reality one I played so far. There's a ping pong one that I play that's with my kid. That's a lot of fun, and it can be mixed. I mean, I could put a ping pong table anywhere in my house.
The one that I would definitely
And it's
recommend to you.
realistic as fuck. That's the
Really?
crazy thing is, real quick.
Yeah.
With this game, how precise it is, because you know the little remotes that you hold.
Yeah.
You can set the ping pong on the paddle in the game, and you can feel it roll around in your hand.
Really?
You can, as it's rolling on the paddle itself, you can actually sense where it's at on the paddle.
And think
as you
about it.
roll,
We're only
because
like
the vibrations of that controller are so precise.
what is it
Jesus.
like? Only like
It's insane.
10
That's
years
so
into the whole VR
Yeah, really?
thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's leaps and bounds.
Well,
is what
because
it's
if you
done.
think about it, look at like what was that?
Well, it was
fucking
the 80s. They had that VR thing.
no, I know.
Showed up in the
No, that
malls.
thing was terrible.
Yeah, but those were really
Remember,
bad.
it was like $5 for a minute.
Yeah, all that stuff was terrible back then. But I mean, if you look at like the early inception of video games in the first 10 years, the technology jumped a ton.
Yeah.
But you didn't notice a huge difference in like graphic. It's the same way with VR right now, right? You're not noticing a huge difference in graphics from the early VRs.
Yeah.
There's definitely improvements,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not leaps and bounds like you would expect. But the games are starting to get leaps
Yeah,
and
they're
bounds.
so
better.
fun. There's the ideas that some people come up for games are just amazing. Like I said, Robo Recall is so much fun because it's robots and you're shooting robots, but when they shoot at you, the bullets are slowed down in time. So you can actually
yeah.
pick the
Awesome.
bullet out of the
Really?
air and throw it back at them.
Fucking cool.
It's cool as shit. Or you could just teleport behind them and grab their head, rip it off, toss it at that robot over there, teleport over there, catch that robot. I mean, the amount that you can do, and then all the mods they allow with this game too is apparently there's a Star Wars mod to where instead of having guns, you have a lightsaber and you're just
See.
teleporting around, slashing the shit out of fucking robots.
And what I was going to tell you though, for like workout wise, like I know you're saying the ping pong does a good workout.
Yeah, it's a good one for me.
The one that you really need to get is a boxing one. 'Cause
no,
from what I hear,
Beat Saber. Beat
that's
Saber
good
is
too.
that.
But
That's the one.
But what I've heard is with the boxing ones, after like 5 rounds, you are fucking dead.
yeah,
You're dead.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, you're basically shadow boxing.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know?
And
crouching.
what
and
I
dodging and shit
well,
like
see,
that,
what I
yeah.
really want, because I do like shooting guns. I want to find one that is very realistic in it, so I could just fucking basically train at my house.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you did
yeah.
a small taste of Gun Club VR. The only
Yeah.
drawback of that is there's no real rifle feel.
no.
You can hold a rifle, but it's bizarre as fuck because your hands aren't stationary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're aiming a gun like this. I'm moving my hands left and right. But they have little, kits that you can put
Oh, that's right. I need to get a new.
to secure it to your body so you can feel like you're holding a rifle. Because, again, Gun Club VR, in my opinion, isn't for the rifle. It's for all the pistols that are in that game. There's like 35 different pistols that you can play with.
I realize this.
And they're
I-
precise. It's so fucking cool.
I need to get a new controller because I remember plugging one of them in and it wouldn't charge.
Oh, are they that internal batteries?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
That's what I
it's
love
the,
about the Meta Quest,
it's
dude.
the
is
early Vive.
You just replace the batteries.
I got the first Vive that ever came out. So I
Yeah.
mean, I should probably be getting new controllers at some point anyway.
I think it's either that one or the other one that's ridiculously cheap right now, like $100.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
controllers.
yeah. Well, the whole setup
Oh,
that's showing up on my Facebook page, probably because I've
No,
been
I don't
looking
want
into
an old
VRs.
one. I
No,
want
these
new.
are this is the brand new model, either $100 off or
yeah, but is it secondary shit?
I don't know.
I don't want anybody's secondary. When it comes to
again, I recommend the MetaQuest. In my opinion, is by far the best out there right now.
Is it?
Yeah, the MetaQuest 3.
see, but that's the thing. Not for what I would want it for.
What would you want it for?
For VR flying.
Yes, there's a VR flight game that's insane
no.
on that, and it makes
No.
me sick as fuck.
No,
But
what
wouldn't
I
you-
want.
Wouldn't you be able to use that with what
yes,
you're playing?
you can
Yeah.
use it with your
I
PC.
understand that, but there's better systems for what I want to do.
Huh.
Like the Pimax.
It's debatable.
Like the Pimax systems are better in that aspect. They have better fucking screen resolution and shit like that.
That's this is all dependent on how well your computer runs too when you tie it into that.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying like resolution on the mini screens inside.
From what I understand, if with that data cable there, you plug it into your PC,
Yes.
it runs off your PC's.
What is the fucking
Oh,
the
the-
resolution of that?
The resolution,
Yes, the resolution.
resolution of the sources.
The snoozes. What did you say?
The
Resolution.
Because that's what I would want to know. I want something that's going to have the highest resolution because spotting planes while you're flying is a must. And on that Pimax, I could see things very clear because it's a 4K system.
2064 by 2200,
Okay, so that would be kind of like half.
which
2K?
is about 30% higher than the Quest 2.
Yeah, see, mine's already 4K.
So
And mine's an older system. So, yeah, mine would have a better resolution. But I think there's an even better resolution on the new Vives. There's one that's
yeah, they're just comparing them with previous Quests.
Yeah, see, and I want highest. Let's see, what is the highest resolution VR? Resolution VR.
And that's 4.56 million pixels per eye.
Jesus.
Yeah. You can see their kidneys when you look in the vagina.
I don't doubt it.
When you play that
See your
porn
tonsils
game.
too. Yeah.
So let's see. Highest resolution. Vive is 1. Dude,
It's 8K resolution per eye.
So
That's what
right
it's saying.
here, the Pimax would
Yeah.
be the highest, 8K.
Yeah, that's the same as the Quest 3.
It's not, though.
That's what it
just
says
says
right
it
there.
I know,
there.
but that's not. I'm looking at the actual numbers for the resolution. That's not 8K.
Says 8K per eye.
That's not 8K
Yeah.
though. 2000 by 2000 is not 8K. Well, you don't have to go. Oh, it's not.
It said,
The Vision Pro is 3600 by 3100 micro OLED display. Yeah. So the Vision. Oh, but that's the Apple. That's the new Apple one.
Yeah, no. See, and what I would want is something that's gonna have. I mean, like this is fucking. This is, I think, is 8K.
Well, ask the question of the Pixel versus the Oculus 3.
So yeah, the MetaQuest
so the Oculus
3
3 is the newest Oculus?
Yeah, the MetaQuest 3. Yeah.
Okay.
It used to. Facebook bought Oculus.
Oh, I forgot they did.
Yeah.
So now it's all
yeah.
Meta.
Okay.
And again, for what it is, it's more than what I mean. I haven't even begin to explore what you can do with this.
Yeah.
What sucks is a lot of the things that I was looking forward to, like the theater. Like you can put Netflix on there if you have a Netflix account, and just sit on your couch and watch Netflix movies in full theater.
So right
Oh, that's
here,
fucking awesome.
But for some reason, they haven't updated that system yet. Same with Amazon Video. All of those. You're in a giant
so
theater.
this is the one they're suggesting is the best for PC.
Valve Index.
The Valve Index.
Yeah, that's probably got a pretty big
Dude, yeah,
price point.
doing that
That's
way,
what I'm
man,
saying.
beats
Like, you-
fucking going to the movie theater.
That's
you
what I
know?
mean. That's what I was excited
That's
about. It's like I could watch movies at home and
That's-
not at the theater.
That's
Yeah.
the one thing I like about going onto Steam VR. You can actually put it in theater mode,
Yeah.
where you can watch one screen in the middle, and then you look like you're actually sitting in a theater watching the shit.
Yeah.
And if you've got a good enough sound system, it's like being.
But yeah,
there.
you could just plug headphones into it. I mean, that's the other thing too with this as well. But the included headphones on there are actually pretty nice.
Well, see that I like.
I
my,
think they're bone inducting. I'm not 100%, but they're really good.
That's why I like my Razors, because my Razors with the plug-in that it has,
Yeah.
it sounds like surround sound.
Yeah. Well, like I was telling Kevin though, I mean, you can get all your streaming stuff on this device, but they haven't upgraded or whatever. They haven't done the recent patches to fix that. 'Cause right now, I mean, I did watch the Hot Ones episode of
On VR.
yeah, on VR.
Yeah,
of,
that's cool.
What was cool about that is
The Hugh Jackman.
yeah, the
Ryan
Hugh Jackman
Reynolds.
one and all that. I mean,
That's a
big
hilarious
screen, but
episode.
There's movies that you can
I
watch.
cheated Wordle.
You can watch movies in 3D there that are like ultimate 3D, like you were immersed in the actual movie.
Oh wait,
that's
just
fucking cool.
They've
just
made
wait.
movies
I was gonna
specifically
say,
for this.
Just wait until they
Whoa.
start making more like big budget movies
Yeah.
that are.
Yeah, because there's no
So
name
you're like-
actors and shit like that. I watched
Yeah,
some
yeah.
medieval one. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's stupid.
So you're like
Yeah.
literally like
No
in
story.
the movie with them,
Yes.
and they're acting around you.
Yes.
And you're
No,
just
that'll be
chilling.
the
Whoa.
next
that's
big thing.
That's
That
what
would
this
be
is.
so
Yeah,
cool.
a couple
gonna
of those
have-
where you can do that.
You're gonna have like this 2-tier system where you watch movies in regular.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
You know what
That's
would be
for
really cool
babies.
is if,
Okay,
yeah, right.
He's part of the poor.
It'd be really cool if they did that with older like movies, like Goodfellas or something.
They,
you know,
eventually, with
fucking great.
AI, they'll be able to do that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
will.
They'll be able to
Yeah.
do that and recreate it so well that you could be sitting when he starts walking through the fucking back way to get into that fucking
to that restaurant.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll
I
be
think
able
it's like the Copacabana or
yeah,
whatever.
you'll be able to be part of the audience. So like you could maybe walk with him for a bit, then you'll go to your seat and then just watch him
Server
walk
that
in.
You can
comes
watch
up and
the
gives
whole
him his
scene
beer.
where it's
Yeah.
like, what
Fight Club
funny
would be
how?
fucking
Funny how?
awesome, dude.
Oh,
Could
God,
you imagine
yeah.
Fight Club and something like that?
I'd
That'd
be able to
so
actually
fucking
walk up to
cool.
Helena Bonham Carter and be like, "Are you real?
Damn
Are you
right,
actually
dude."
real? I think you're not. I think you're one of his personalities."
You don't know where I've been, Lou. You don't know where I've been. He's all hanging over your face and shit
Fucking
like that.
bleeding on him.
Yeah.
That's such a great one.
Yeah, there is a lot of cool aspects of it I haven't quite explored. I've dipped my toes in, and for my money, that system is insane. It is so much fun. And again, we got to find a game we can play together. It'd be so fucking
and
cool.
and that's the thing.
That'd
I
be
agree
awesome.
with you. That's more of a better all-around system.
Yeah.
For whatever you want to do. Like that's the one that like you get for.
Well, my daughter's crazy for it.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the one that you get for if you have a family, you get that one
Yeah.
because now you both can play. You can play fucked up, twisted games while your kid could be playing weird fucking games.
I was playing this one called Gorilla Tag. That's basically a kid's game, right? This is a funny story because I was playing with my daughter.
Where
to
does
see
the
what it's like.
creepiest part come in?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I loved about this game so much because there's kids all over the place as gorillas, and you have to move by moving your arms. That's how you walk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm following my daughter around. She's showing me some stuff, and this kid's like, who are you? And I'm like, oh,
You're like, I'm the creepy adult in
It's
this
like, you
game
sound
that
like
I
an old
shouldn't
man.
be."
Are you an old man? I'm like, I mean, yeah, I'm 40. Oh, my God, you're 40. You're an old man. And then some other kid comes up. Get out of here, predator. I fucking lost it. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. I'm like, good for you, kid.
And then another kid comes up, stranger danger, stranger
Right?
danger.
I'm sitting there going, no, I'm with my kid.
That's hilarious.
But then some other kid's like, oh, because I changed my name to Dad, so she'd know it was me.
Yeah.
And some other kid comes
Now
up. It's like,
everybody does that.
well, this kid comes, oh, you're like the guy who went for milk and never came back home, huh? You fucking kids are fucking great. But she plays that one non-stop. That, I mean, almost as a parent, I'm a tad concerned because, but at the same time,
also getting probably
moving,
exercise
she's
like
moving
crazy.
around. She's not in front of a
Yeah.
screen. She's,
yeah,
she's
she is in front of a
There's-
screen.
But there's some
Yeah,
exercise
she's
going on.
literally like swinging her arms like crazy.
Yeah, well,
And
imagine
then
if she
having
could do
other
that.
kids like control, you're not controlling, but like she set up some sort of party with all these kids, and they decided to do a maze together where they helped each other out to get through a maze. It was like problem solving together with a whole bunch of other kids.
Well, that's
that's
why.
cool.
Oh,
It
cool!
was-
It's a Lord of the Flies experiment.
And eventually, they will take
That's
over.
gonna be great.
you know?
Right?
But yeah, it's
Tim's
that.
gonna wash up on shore
really neat.
somewhere.
But it is awkward to play games that a whole bunch of kids are playing that I'm playing as well.
Yeah.
So I try not to talk too much. But
Yeah,
then
no,
I start to
that's
think it's
good.
like that might not be a good idea.
That's also
idea.
creepy.
Yeah, that might be creepier.
That's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
But
I think
goddamn,
there's
it's a fun game.
I think there's a line. Like, there's a certain line that if you don't talk this much, bad. If you talk this much, bad. You
Yeah.
gotta somewhere
Find
in
that
the
happy
middle.
medium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're gonna fucking creep people
I
out
think my
either
only
way.
of winning is just being really offensive, but that gets me kicked. You know what I mean? It's like, shut the fuck up, you little fucks.
Yeah.
Like, if I was mean, they probably wouldn't think I'm some sort of pedophile or stranger danger.
Because you end up being the guys
Because
from
I'm just
fucking,
an asshole.
You end up being the guys from role models at that point.
Yeah. No, I won't touch it. It's like, whoa. I
no,
didn't
but
say-
then there's the
Dude.
other thing. The other bad part, they start
part
following
was
you.
so great.
They start really liking you and following you around. Then,
Oh, yeah.
and you start looking weird to
Dude,
all the
you
other
can start your own fucking cult.
parents and stuff.
Probably could, kids.
They're very impressionable.
They are very
come sit around. We're
impressionable.
going to sing some
You
songs.
start an army
right.
on Gorilla Tag, a real life cult.
Well, we should end it on Tim potentially being creepy.
Yeah, why not?
Well, trying not to anyway.
Did you just push the record button?
No,
Oh, okay. It's still
it
recording.
was the page turn.
Well, thank you for listening to the show. We learned some things on this one. Tim can't be near schools.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. In fact, title this one Stranger Danger. All right, goodbye, everybody. Peace.